Cardano is currently in a battle against time, and it's not the type of time that you think it is. It's not the time that it takes for you to get rich off of holding ADA. It's much, much different. But all the while, this question and this topic is still even more important than you getting rich, because in order for you to get rich, Cardano has to succeed. Now, I'm not saying that this topic is Cardano and the end of Cardano or anything like that. I'm just saying that it's important and you should probably know about it. So let's talk about it. First things first, if you want to support the channel and earn passive ADA on your ADA, you can do so by staking with the Jack stake pool. Now, what I'm talking about today is time and the state of time or telling time on Cardano. It's not exactly the easiest thing for a blockchain to achieve, to have a type of metric that is the time, real world value of time in relation to the blockchain and the blocks minted. However, about 3 or 4 months back, there was an open discussion about time on Cardano and it being deterministic and having it still here as a metric and the problems that we're having right now in Cardano. There was a discussion about this between the founder of Axo Trade, Yerk, and Charles, and it's kind of developed further, and some things have happened recently, including front running on Cardano, which isn't the best, and this is because of the lack of a deterministic time feature on Cardano as far as I can understand. However, an article was written and research has been done, including a blog post about Cardano's notion of time. If you want to check this out, I'm going to leave it linked down in the description, but what I'm more focused on is the front running that has happened because of this quote-unquote issue. Now, there is some light at the end of the tunnel, so don't think that Cardano's dying because of this, one front-running incident or a few front-running incidents and Cardano's lack of this time metric that we're talking about that you might not even understand it. I'm not sure if I even understand it all. However, let's talk about what has happened recently. A front-running was happening on MinSwap. MinSwap is executing an exact order at the exact same time, except MinSwaps went through, or someone else's went through for cheaper, and then immediately sell and pocket the 171 ADA the order generated. So basically a difference in orders at the exact same time, and the person performing the order is losing ADA on this transaction. This even is happening on other dApps like Indigo Protocol. So what is going on here? What does this mean? And why is this an example of Cardano and time? Yerk is someone with decades of industry experience, industry that is finance and the traditional finance world and how traders and how markets work in that regard. And he says this: the fact that trusted time would solve this issue and it can be implemented without sacrificing determinism. The main feature and the main problem is sacrificing determinism for time. But instead, I was bashed and articles were written to massage the topic and make me look stupid, and tells you about priorities. Surprised that I'm not eager to write a community improvement proposal or a CIP. He's talking about these articles that they're writing. I don't think the articles are bad, but I do think that there is things that most people don't fully grasp, and even myself, I don't fully grasp all of it. That maybe, people making Cardano, the research, maybe some things aren't exactly right and they could be done better, or there's better ways, and there is going to be things that come up that are problems that the research doesn't show, because nothing is perfect, and that includes Cardano. The good thing here is that Yerk is here to build on Cardano, so he's going to find a way around this, and if his way around this works, other people can use that way. I'm sure he's going to be open to share it, and much more. So it's not the end of the world. There's going to be improvements and things that can be done to avoid this. And it's okay that Axo is going to build this out, or Yerk is going to build this out and go forward, because the dog barks and the caravan moves on. He doesn't need anyone's permission in Cardano to do things. He can do it his own way and solve his own problems. And also, along the way, solve a lot of other people's problems and the problems that may be lying in Cardano. So although someone is angry, or not angry, but critical on Cardano, that doesn't mean that they're not here to build or help the ecosystem. In the case of Yerk, he is a very, very passionate person, and he's doing a lot to benefit the ecosystem in the way he thinks is best. So more input on this front-running incident is exactly what Yerk's been saying for a lot of times now. You have to check how much you lose and keep in mind when the fee market is discussed or any other transaction reordering mechanism. Front running once possible is so easy that you can quite literally count on it as a cost of trading. Keep in mind that's front running when possible. What's more, such cost of trading would render a ton of your purchases unprofitable, especially anything short to medium term. It's normal in trading to incorporate strategy execution costs to calculate profit and losses. I've never seen so much high losses, Yerk says, due to execution as I constantly see in decentralized finance. The solution is already on the way, and you know, its name is Axo Trade. But I just wanted to remind you, everyone, how important the concept of making front running impossible is. And I'm pretty sure he's kind of alluding the importance of also having a deterministic form of time to help negate no front running possible. MinSwap has since tweeted that the issue is now fixed and they're monitoring the attacker now creating orders and canceling them because they can't get ahead of users. The attacker just was then posted and they're working on a detailed report and they're going to publish it ASAP. More on that probably in tomorrow's video if you want to subscribe. Now, what I wanted to make this video is about is really just to tell you that there's a bunch of different people around Cardano that think differently and also have different opinions on what is deterministic, what is good for the ecosystem, and what is going to push Cardano forward or hold Cardano back. My point is there's so many different people worried about this. It's a great thing. Different people are going to put things out in different manners, which you may not like the sound of, and you might think it's the end of the world. But realistically, all the other blockchains out there don't have this type of community that is so crucial on everything building on it and the future of itself. At the end of the day, I'm here on Cardano because it's a decentralized L1 and it's here to do a lot of good for the world. That is still the case, and there are problems that are going to arise and challenges to overcome. But overall, everything is looking pretty smooth in 2022 with all of the disasters going out in crypto as a whole. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys in tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great freaking day. Peace out.